And when you in a business class and you doing business class, you hear this all the time. You got the same 24 hours that any rich person has. You, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, 50 Cent had the same 24 hours. The problem is why they're more successful than you is what we're doing in our 24 hours that makes the difference. That's not true. That's false. They have the same 24 hours we have, but they also buy other people 24 hours. Yes, they buy time. That's why they are richer than you. Yo, right back in here with another one, man. It's your boy, CEO Hockley, back in the building, man. And like always, man, hit that like, subscribe, share, leave a comment in the comment section. Do all that shit you need to do on this internet to get this information out there. Today, we talking about buying time versus selling time. And what's the difference? And I'm going to give a quick explanation of why I'm describing it like that. Because in this capitalist economy that we live in, those are the two things you are doing. You're either buying time or you selling time. And with that being said, it's like this, man. When you go to work, you're selling your time. Yes, you're selling the time that you have for whatever you negotiate with the person with your employer. If you negotiate $10 an hour, you're selling your time for $10 an hour. If you negotiate $200 an hour, you selling your time for $200 an hour, right? And that's what you get in exchange for your time. Well, the thing about selling your time in this economy is that it's the most taxed form of income that you can have. It's called earned income, meaning you have been paid for your time and the government tax you the most. I mean, I don't care if you're getting $10 or you're getting $200. If you sell your time, the government taxes you more for selling your time than they do any other form of income. And that's through earned income. You are taxed the most because you sell your time. Well, why is that, CEO? Well, it's like that because the one thing you have in abundance or people have readily at their advantage is time, right? So what do you mean? You might not have it in abundance, but it's readily ready. Everyone has it. And if you could get paid extreme amount for your time, then everyone will be rich. So they have to tax that the most because this is the low-hanging fruit, as you say. This is the quickest thing you could do is to, hey, I got time. It's for sale. If you want it, you could get it. But the way they keep you in the cycle or keep you working is by taxing you the most because, hey, if you could just go to work and get rich, you wouldn't work no more. If you could go to work and you could pay all your bills, you wouldn't be thinking about working no more, and that'll be less contributing to the economy. All right, that's out the way. That's the simple, logical thing, right? And that's what everybody is doing. This system is ran on people selling their time. Point blank, period. That's how the system is ran. That's how it works. People try to look down on people that's selling their time, but that's corny. We all got to sell our time. We all broke. We all starting from the bottom. And hey, you got to sell your time to be able to get your blessings in the future. That's just how it works. So salute the people at work, saluting to the people that's selling their time, right? Nothing wrong with that, but that's what you're doing. The other way, remember, it's two ways. You either selling your time or you buying time. That's it. Them the only two ways or the only two methods that we make money in this capitalist system. Well, the other way is buying time. Right? And what's the difference between buying time and selling time? Well, buying time is what your employer does or what someone that make investments does. They actually get money and they buy time. This is one of the least taxable ways that you get taxed as you make money because the government salutes you for taking the risk on buying time to where they don't tax you that much on the capital gains that you bring back. Okay, well, what do you mean? Well, when you employ people, they pay the taxes. Yeah, so think about this shit. You hear the news, everybody be talking about Amazon don't pay no taxes. The rich people don't pay taxes. Well, you have to look at what Amazon pays their employees. How much money do Amazon pay their employees? Because their employees pay taxes. That's Amazon tax. Yes. So if Amazon is making $1 trillion and they pay $500 million to employees, those employees pay taxes. So they don't have to pay taxes. That's what buying time is. Well, that's kind of on the extreme level. It's like, well, that's at the top tier of the hierarchy, you know, Amazon and what they doing. As on the bottom tier where we at, you want to get in a position of where you can buy time, right? Point blank period. And you can buy time through investments. You can invest in a house. You can pay people to build it. You can pay people to work on it. That's you buying people time or buying people services, right? You could do that as a way of making income. Outside of that, man, just in general, we always told this in business. It's one of the first things you learn in business, right? Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, well, let me say it like this. And when you're in a business class and you're doing business class, you hear this all the time. You got the same 24 hours that any rich person has. You, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, 50 Cent had the same 24 hours. The problem is why they're more successful than you is what we're doing in our 24 hours that makes the difference. That's not true. That's false. They have the same 24 hours we have, but they also buy other people 24 hours. Yes, they buy time. That's why they are richer than you, because they buy time. What do you mean, CEO? Well, you got something going on in 24 hours. I could only make 10 shirts. In the 24-hour period, I can only make 10 shirts, hypothetically. But when I buy 10 more people times, now not only can I make 10 shirts, I'm paying them the same time I'm making the shirts, and now I can make 110 shirts in 24 hours. That is investing. That is buying time. That is the opposite of selling time. The goal is to get to where we can buy time. Because the minute you can buy time, you can produce more product. You can do more services. And the more services and product you produce, the more money you make. Exactly. This is why you ain't reaching that goal of $1 million. This is why you ain't reaching that goal of generational wealth, as they say, and all that, because you're not buying time. You are just selling your time, and you are limited in your 24 hours. Yes, your 24 hours is finite. It's limited. It could be accounted for. It's when you start buying other people's time and other people's services that you start really making money and really start growing. And that's through investments. That's through businesses. That's through things of this nature. And this is why these things are rewarded more, right? So that's the difference. Selling time versus buying time. You can only sell your 24 hours. Yes, so if you selling your 24 hours, it's a finite time and period that you can make money. You got to have time to sleep, time to work, time to eat, time for the family. It's limited. But when you start buying time, that 24 hours start doubling, tripling, quadrupling, and the money start growing also. So that's the difference, man. I didn't know if y'all knew that, but that's the quick explanation on how people get rich out here. They buy time, and you need to start buying time. You got to sell your time first so you can get the money. But the money you got saved up is so you can buy time, and that's how you start generating wealth and getting rich. With that, man, like always, if you like this content, if you like this conversation we done had today, leave a comment in the comment section, but also text the word salute. Yes, text the word salute to the number on the screen. When you text the word salute to the number on the screen, you're going to be added to my personal text messaging service, and I'm going to send you these videos first. Before I put them on the internet, before they come out, you're going to get them first. Don't want to get lost in this algorithm and don't want to get my videos shadow banned and held back. I want to talk directly to the people who enjoy this content. So if you enjoyed this video and any other videos, text the word salute to the number on the screen, and I'm going to get back with you, man. It's your boy, CEO Hockley, and like always, count up. It's 409.